Hey guys, it's Sarah here from New England Junk Journals. I am on to do a thrift haul. I have a ton of books here to show you guys, and a couple pieces of ephemera. Let me clear the desk off and we'll get started. All right, we are going to dive in first with some children's books that I picked up. Now, most of this specific haul that I'm showing you today has come from the transfer station. There might be a few items from the antique store. I'll try to remember when we come to them. But I saw this gorgeous book, the Book of the Sandman here. And the illustrations really reminded me a bit of the gnome book, if you're familiar with that one, the illustration style. This is copyright in 1988 from the Netherlands. And it is so cute. It is absolutely so cute. And it's just talking about, like sleep. And I am pretty sure it's Rain Portvillay, if that's pronounced that way. It really reminds me, I should have done a quick search before I popped on here to see if it was in fact the same illustrator. It doesn't really matter too much to me if it was, though. It's just like super cute. Oh my gosh, guys, look at the beautiful, like, traditional folk costumes and style of illustrations. E is for eider down, F is for flannel. This is so cute. I is for insomnia. Oh my gosh. Love this little badger here. And the mole. And this little guy, doesn't he look? He looks just like it. Just like it. Different sleepwalking. I think that's what that was. You've got different cultures and countries. Oh my gosh. I absolutely keep awakes. No, thank you. I would rather go to sleep. Oh, but I love that. Isn't that so cute? All right, next I have this one, which is absolutely falling apart. I think this one came from, possibly from my sister. That's the other source that some of these are from. But look at Uncle Wiggly. Oh my gosh. Does it say what the date is here? 1939. Yep, I'm very old. And we've got A Gallery of Children by A.A. Milne. This one was published in 1989. And it's just got the sweetest little illustrations in here. These like very old style illustrations. I thought these would make perfect little journaling cards. They're just like the right size and format. Yeah, I love that. And of course, I'm always picking up these little, like, hardcover books that have beautiful illustrations in them. This one's got a big rip on this page, but there's so much here to harvest. So it's a weakness of mine. I always seem to pick these up no matter what condition they're in. I found this Spanish to English encyclopedia. And this, it's called, in English, it's What's What. It was printed in Spain in 1988. And I loved, like, there was so much in here. All kinds of, like, diagrams and explanations. And the fact that it was both English and Spanish, I thought was really, really cool. Yeah, very neat. I have this 1983. It's taped. 1983 yearbook. These are always fun. I have so many yearbooks now, guys. An absolute ton. Oh, somebody took a piece out of it already. Interesting. There's that. Let me get the next stack. All right, really eclectic. These are not in any particular order, but there was a very beat up copy of The Little Lost Angel. Yeah, some pages even colored in, so great for harvesting. As well as this copy of the Little Golden Book of Hymns. Beautiful, but missing its cover, and it's a bit tattered. Illustrated by Corinne Malvern. There was a copy of the story about Ping. And this one's, I mean, it's coming right out of its binding. I did pick up, as you can see, I picked up some Christmassy type stuff to start sourcing for some Christmas bundles. We Color, it's a We Sing coloring book. So there's a few pages in here that have been colored. But there's some really cute stuff in here. I love it. And it is a vintage from 1986. Easy Home Baking. This was absolutely falling apart. This is by King Arthur Flower. And copyright on this one. Does not seem to be here. But it's old. Like, it's clearly very old. It's definitely like 60s or before, I would say. And of course I'm going to harvest out like the good pages. I liked these little ones here because they had a pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna say that these are mid-century. Or this book is mid-century. There's definitely some pages that can be taken out of here. I think this is such a cute little format with the 4 recipes on one page. So yes, I will be harvesting from this. Next up is the True Book of Weeds and Wildflowers, which just by the cover you can tell that this is going to be amazing. This is from a school library. And the copyright is 1955. But look at the gorgeous colors on these pages. These are so sweet. I saw these and I just could not leave them behind. We have this Queen Anne's lace and mullein and thistles all growing up in our neighborhood right now. So cute. This would be very informative too. And we have burdock. I saw that a few times coming up when we went for walks. Trying to see if I can identify any other specific flowers here. We definitely have black-eyed Susans popping up as well. Daylilies have already passed. They had their time. We have goldenrod in abundance. Asters. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. This is a gorgeous book. So glad I picked it up. This one needs to be cleaned. It's a Random House book called Pickles Don't Grow on Trees, which is cute, but it is a little lift the flap book. So, and the colors are gorgeous. So I thought that these would be really, really fun to harvest out for some children's journals. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Oh, here you got the little cow. So yeah, I think these will be super fun. They're not all in the best shape. This one's got a big rip in it, but that's okay. I think some of these are going to be awesome. And then of course there was another one of these wonderful Moncure books. I love finding these because the illustrations I think are like the cutest. And she uses some of the same characters throughout her books. They're just simple little early readers, and I think they are, whoops, so sorry about that. I think they are the sweetest. I also found 3 of these Sesame Street treasuries. Somebody labeled it. And the pages are actually in really, really great condition. Well, I say that. I'm seeing a rip right here on the bottom of that page. But the rest of them look really good. Really cute. And then there were some more. This one is not in too bad condition. It's a little tattered and worn though. The Little Mailman of Bayberry Lane, which is so cute. I love these little kawaii illustrations. It's kawaii before kawaii. Right? It's like the OG. Mr. Wishing Went Fishing. This one is very loose in its binding, as you can see here. But it is no less cute. I love it. This one I know came from Amber, but she found this at an estate sale. This was a newspaper, the Los Angeles Examiner, from Friday, May 7th, 1937. And look at what the headline is, guys. The Hindenburg. It's the Hindenburg explosion. Now, it's a little bit, like you could see a rip that goes right through here. But, and it's absolutely massive, of course. But it is the entire newspaper. Isn't that crazy? We've got another Chipmunk's ABCs, some wrinkly pages, but the illustrations are nice and crisp and clean in this one. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is the big golden book. So I'm going to put it back in, or reinforced it with tape. Got some rippage down at the bottom here on a couple of the pages. But yeah, I love the art style that they used for these old big golden books. Now, I picked this up not realizing that I already had the copy of this. This is Alpha Days, and it is copyright 1971, and it's just like a really silly kind of whimsical reader where every letter has its own character. And it definitely has this like very mod 70s kind of styling to it. It's very unique and eclectic. So funny. Tiptoes. This is from the 80s, copyright 1986. And it's just another great little activity book. You got phonics, things like that. And then this is the Bangor Daily News, Headlines and History, 100 Years of Front Page News. So it's just been printed on like regular, it's a good weight. It's substantial paper, not like newsprint. And it's just, yeah, front pages. And you've got like a white border around it. So very historical, very interesting. All right, next pile. This is in French. I think it says something about like, I think it's like the Holy Scriptures. Something of the New World. I don't know what that means. But it's got nice thin papers. And it's 1974. And I think it's just the Bible in French. Guys, I'm pretty sure. It does smell like cigarette smoke, though. Not great. I can probably put it in the timeout box. But yeah, it looks like it's just like a Bible. But it is all in French. I love the color of the pages. They're nice and bright. And then it's got like a little, maybe concordance in the back, something like that. And some appendix. So, very cute. And then a bunch of sheet music. And a couple of other books, like as you could see that one. But this one did not have a cover. But we've got some nice little movements here. Musical movements. There was a few of these Coates and Clark knitting and crochet books. This one's super cute. This is from 1953. I think I have more than one of these though. But it's, oh yeah, here we go. This one is America at Work and Play Men's Sweaters. Socks, accessories, and mittens, fashions in wool. Yarn craft for men and boys. That doesn't look like it was super comfortable. I can imagine it must have been itchy. Here's another yarn craft. This has seen its fair share of life here. But these are really nice, very nice images. Minerva Style book. Bet you can't guess what era this is from. It's from the 1930s for sure. 1934. And then a stack of music. And I'm just going to flip through them. This is The Rose by Bette Midler. Got Doris Day. Big book up there. This is from The King and I. Piano solos for lodges, schools, and homes. I like the typeface. I like the typeface they have for this. I think it's really, really nice. Barbra Streisand. Bette Midler again. I just took a selection of what they had. And definitely if it had any pretty cover, like this one. I think that goes to that one. Metropolitan Opera House. I think this one came from Amber. It's got great little pieces inside. The advertising. Pretty awesome. This is just a print by Currier and Ives. Oh, guys, this. Oh, my gosh. Okay, The Ladies' World. Now, this, unfortunately, seems to be pretty delicate. It's from 1887. And it's already pretty cracked along this fold. But you can see we've got advertising here. This talks about like needlework, and it's got some cute little illustrations. Some floral pieces here. It's got some fashion ladies and fashion notes. Club premium list. Got all this merchandise. And these wild things on the back, like Madame Rowley's toilet mask. The following are the claims made for Madame Rowley's toilet mask and the grounds on which it is recommended to ladies for beautifying, bleaching, and preserving the complexion. Oh my goodness. You know, we pretty much come full circle because I know I've seen things like this lately with infrared lights. Isn't it so funny? Oh, the blue light and the red light infrared masks. Oh my goodness. We've got this illustrated history of the motor car, of course. Let's see. Copyright 1976. Deceptive because it looks older than that, doesn't it? But we've got all kinds of fun, like, little portraits in here. And some of these, unfortunately, some of the cars, well, Yeah, like this. I've been like split in half by where the page is divided. But there is some pretty cool effect on this one too. Some pretty cool ephemera in here despite that. Now this needs, I think, oh, maybe it won't be able to. I was gonna say an eraser. I think this might be colored pencil, so it might just end up being a fussy cut book. Look at this gorgeous drawings. But some little one went through with a colored pencil and decided they were going to just circle things and write in here. But I love the illustration. These are done by George and Doris Hauman. 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 So very, very lovely. And the stories are the stories of Watty Piper. So the ones that are in pencil like this, I think I can get off with a eraser. The ones that are in colored pencil, not so sure. But still, so many great pieces of art in here. I love it. My book of words. These are always just so cute to include. A petite Larousse illustrée. And if I got that right in French, it would be a miracle. But it is, I believe, an illustrated, this is either dictionary or encyclopedia. I can't remember the exact translation of this. But look how gorgeous, first of all, the cover is. With that spine and this front cover. Talks about having 5,800 engravings, 130 tables, and 120 plates. It starts out with this gorgeous flower end paper here. From 1924 in Paris. This paper is definitely very patinaed, as you can see, against something that is white. But it has all these gorgeous little engravings. This is probably what it means by a table. They're like the perfect little snippets to collage with. And I do want to find one of the plates to show you what they mean by that. I don't think that this is what they mean. I thought they meant like actual plates. Oh, here we go. Yes. This is one of the actual plates. In color. Look at that, of mushrooms. It's gorgeous. Here's another one. Now I have a large illustrated Larousse. And it does also have pretty much the same plates in it. But it has about 13 color plates. I love these. When you get to the letter heading, they've got these gorgeous ornate headers. So maybe it is counting both color and black and white plates. Like, how gorgeous is that anyway, though? Lots of maps in here, too. Ooh, and pink pages. interesting. I did not see that before. That is pretty cool. Another plate here. So definitely the, oh, and some yellow pages. Can you see the yellow there? That is really cool. So we got pink pages and we've got yellow pages. And a lot of the plates that were in color in my original big version of the La Rousse are in black and white in this, which is interesting. It adds variety. It's pretty cool. I'm getting down to the end of my pile here. I do have this, Songs That Never Grow Old. And I love the fact that in the beginning we have all of these gorgeous opera singers. And actors possibly on the stage. They're gorgeous. These are so fun. Love them in their costumes. And then after that, we've just got a beautiful music book. Of these old antique songs. They are absolutely gorgeous. Last two. This is Modern Fabric, 25 designers and their inspiration and craft, which I saw these, and of course instantly this book made me think of Angela, who always shows like super beautiful books with these textiles in them. I'm not sure if this has been one of her bolo books before, but it seems to fit into that genre. It just looks really, really pretty. Look at that. And it features some gorgeous fabric designers. So I thought this book would be pretty inspiring to look through. And then lastly, I have Florida Bird Life because I couldn't not. Because guess why? Because it's got color plates of birds, guys. Of course. And they're really, really pretty. I love these. I'm going to have to put together a bundle specifically for like birds. I have so many like field guides and things like that of varying years and types that, yeah, it might just be really fun to put one of those together. Speaking of that, guys, I have something in the works that I'm really excited about. I know I said that with my schoolhouse nostalgia bundles, and they really didn't go anywhere. But I think it was a good growing process for me. I think it definitely helped me to learn some things and adapt and make some other decisions. So yeah, it was a good learning process. But yeah, I have some things coming up. I mentioned some dark academia bundles that I was putting together. So thank you guys for joining me. Now I have the task of filing all of these and organizing all of these finds into their proper categories. As always, guys, God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.